All right, so get this. We're going deep today, uncovering a legend's past. Mufasa, Lion
Oh,
King.
yeah, the noble king.
Well, the Mufasa 2024 movie takes us way back
Yeah.
to his origin story. And wow, so many surprises.
Yeah, prequels, right? They're awesome for that. Like, we thought we knew Mufasa,
Right.
but now we see his whole journey. From cub to the king we love, it really adds, like, layers to him. His personality, his motivations, even his relationship with Scar.
And Scar, oh man, you won't believe this. He wasn't always the bad guy. He starts as Taka, Mufasa's brother.
Total twist, right. And Mufasa, he wasn't born royal either. His parents were kind of different.
Really?
Yeah, they believed in this mythical land, Mile, a place of peace, abundance, all that. But then, boom, a flood separates Mufasa from his family. He's forced to face his fears young.
That's wild. It's almost hard to picture him vulnerable, knowing the leader he becomes. Makes you wonder how it shaped him.
Totally, like maybe facing hardship so young, it gave him this sense of responsibility, for others. So picture this, a cub alone, new pride. That's where he meets Taka. And get this, Taka tries to save him from crocodiles.
No way. That's not the Scar we're used to. So they're raised as brothers then, even though their backgrounds are completely different.
Exactly, and it gets complicated. King Obasi, Taka's dad, he's not too happy about Mufasa, an outsider, right? So there's this tension. Obasi even tests Mufasa, almost forces Taka to lose on purpose, just so Mufasa can be accepted.
Sounds rough. You can see the rivalry starting there, can't you?
Oh, yeah. But they bond, too. Training, facing challenges, which makes what comes later even more, heartbreaking.
Right, the betrayal. And it gets dark when the outsiders show up. Exiled white lions, they want revenge. That leads to the deaths of King Obasi, Queen Ash, their whole pride. Tragedy.
It changes everything for Mufasa and Taka. They have to rely on each other, survival mode. Then they escape, meet Sarabi, and Rafiki, he has this vision of Malele. So they go on this journey to find it, this haven, right?
So Malala isn't just some random place. It's hope, a fresh start.
Exactly. A chance to escape all that pain and violence. But even getting there, danger everywhere. Remember the elephant stampede? Sarabi triggers it to escape the outsiders.
Sounds intense. Did that, make their bond stronger, or did it expose the cracks?
Both, actually. Mufasa, his leadership comes out, protecting Taka and Sarabi, but a shift happens. Sarabi and Mufasa, they start falling for each other. And Taka, he sees it. Jealousy takes over.
Oh, the love triangle. Classic. It's cool how this prequel, it gives us new angles on those classic elements.
Totally. We're seeing the Lion King in a new light, understanding what made them who they are. And that jealousy Taka feels, it grows. He wants power, recognition. He sees Mufasa as this reminder of everything he's not in his mind. So he makes a choice, a dark one. He joins the outsiders, the ones who destroyed his family.
That's messed up. Siding with your family's killers. What could drive him to that?
That, my friend, is a question we'll tackle as we go deeper. Remember, Mele, it's more than just a paradise. It's hope, a new beginning. And for that to become the place of such betrayal, it tells you something about how complex these characters are. This journey for paradise, about to take a dark, dark turn.
Last time, man. Taka joining the outsiders.
Yeah.
The ones who, destroyed his family. It's messed up, right? I'm still processing that.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff. Taka's jealousy, his anger at Mufasa, it totally blinds him. And now they reach Milele, supposed paradise, and it's not peace waiting, it's a battle.
For survival, even. I can't imagine what Mufasa's feeling, knowing it's his own brother doing this. What's this clash like in the movie?
Oh, it's epic. Full-on battle. Outsiders led by this Kiros guy, vengeful dude. They want to wreck Milele. And Mufasa, along with the animals living there, they fight back. It's almost like ideas clashing, too, not just claws and teeth. Destruction versus harmony,
Like good and evil classic. But then there's this brother against brother thing on top of it. Makes you wonder, what's going on in Taka's head? Any regret, you think?
That's what's so cool about this story. It's not black and white. As they fight, you see Taka hesitate. Like, maybe seeing Mufasa so brave, selfless, it sparks something in him. That old love, maybe.
So he's not just pure villain. He's got this internal struggle. Power versus what? Family.
Exactly. And it comes to a head inside a cave. Kiros forces Mufasa to fight, wants him dead. Mufasa's weak, he's losing. And that's when Taka changes.
There's still good in him. Does he actually, try to stop the killing?
He does. It's crazy. Jumps in between them, risking his own neck, but Kiros lashes out, scars Taka right across the eye. Permanent, like a symbol, of what's tearing him apart inside.
So that's where the name Scar comes from. Not just the mark, but the whole mess. But Mufasa, did Taka save him?
Things get even crazier. Rafiki, remember the baboon? He causes a cave-in, water floods in. Kiro's sisters, they're obsessed with revenge, attack Sarabi, but get caught in the collapse. Then Kiros totally lost it. He tries to drown Mufasa. Pure chaos.
Man, this is intense. Mufasa, will he make it? And Taka, can he even be redeemed after all this?
It's a nail-biter, for sure. The cave falling, it weakens Kiros. Mufasa fights back, wins. But he's exhausted, can barely stay above the water. And Taka, he has a choice to make.
Big moment. Save his brother or let him drown?
Right. He could walk away, become king by default, but
Yeah.
he doesn't. Reaches out, pulls Mufasa up. Maybe it's family, maybe he sees how bad things have gotten.
Wow. After everything, there's still that connection. But this doesn't feel like a happy ending. Not yet.
You're right. It's not over. Water goes down. Mufasa and Sarabi, they're heroes. The rightful king is back. But Taka, it's complicated.
Yeah, the future king is fine. Bad guy's gone.
Yeah.
But what about the brother who betrayed him? Does he try to hide it or what?
Mufasa knows the truth. Lets Taka stay, but he can't forgive him. Not fully. He won't even say Taka's name, which that hurts worse than any punishment, I think.
Ouch, yeah. To have your own name taken away by someone you look up to but also hate, no wonder he becomes Scar for real after that.
It's like that's the breaking point. Rejected by Mufasa, the one he's both copying and envying. Scar is more than the eye. It's that whole messed up feeling.
It's like Shakespearean tragedy. Jealousy, ambition, ruining him. But at least there's Mufasa, ready to be king after all that.
For sure. The show Mufasa going up Pride Rock, classic king moment, lets out this roar, like claiming it all, connects right back to the Lion King, you know?
Chills, seriously. It's like hearing that roar from the first movie, but now you know what it took to get there.
Oh, and there's one more thing, kind of sad but nice. Celebration's happening, but Mufasa's mom, Afia, she tells him his dad, Masego, he died in the flood. Loss, but also family coming back together.
So much going on in this story. Betrayal, loss, courage, a real leader rising up.
And we see how it all shapes not just Mufasa, but the whole Pride's future. But how does this connect to Kiara, you know, his granddaughter, in the present?
Good point. Can't forget her. Her story's got to tie into all this somehow.
It's subtle, but it's there. Remember when Kiara roars on Pride Rock? Same pose as Mufasa. Like, his legacy passing down.
Like she's got his strength inside her, carrying it forward.
Exactly. Which brings us to the big question. What does all this tell us about Mufasa? Does knowing his past make us see him differently in The Lion King?
So, wow, we've gone through it all. Mufasa's past, the ups and downs, betrayals, and coming out on top. It really changes how you see him, you know? But what's the takeaway? Does knowing all this, does it change how we see Mufasa in the original Lion King?
It's the core question, right? Like, we learn Mufasa's greatness, it wasn't just handed to him. He earned it. Through tough times, tough choices, he became a leader. He wasn't born one.
It makes those lessons he gives Simba about the circle of life, they hit different now. It's not just some idea. He lived it. Loss, growth, starting over, the whole thing.
Totally. The circle of life becomes, like, deeper, more personal, knowing what Mufasa went through. It's not just nature's cycle. It's about life's ups and downs, how everything connects.
And Scar, their relationship, it's way more tragic now. We saw where Scar's bitterness came from, but there were those moments, you know, where they were brothers, really.
Yeah.
Makes the betrayal sting even more.
Exactly. The movie doesn't shy away from that. It shows Taka loved Mufasa, admired him even. So turning into the villain, it's more powerful, sadder.
One thing that stuck with me, Mufasa letting Scar stay in the pride, even after all that. Says a lot about him, forgiving, putting family first.
It shows he was more than just a king. Compassionate, understanding, even when someone screws him over that badly.
And he kept it secret from Simba, Scar's betrayal. Protecting him, keeping his world innocent a little longer.
Lots of parents do that, right? Want to shield their kids from pain. But it shows Mufasa understood. Sometimes you got to balance truth with protection.
Like he wasn't just shaping Simba, but the whole pride's future. A better world, where the past wouldn't mess things up again.
Right. Mufasa was all about breaking those cycles. Violence, revenge. He chose a smarter way, leading with his heart, wanting peace to win out.
His story, it hits home, you know. Especially now, when there's so much fighting and division everywhere. Reminds us, no matter how bad it gets, we have a choice. Keep the hate going or try for something better.
Mufasa's a prime example of that. Choosing kindness, forgiveness, even when surrounded by crap. He rose above it, led with guts, left behind this legacy of strength, never giving up.
Inspiring stuff.
Yeah.
Makes you think, what if we all tackled problems like he did? With that hope, that toughness.
That's the beauty of stories, right? They're not just fun, they make you think, they push you, give you a fresh look at things. Mufasa's journey, it says, even when things are chaotic, tough, we choose how to react. Keep the darkness going or be a light like him.
So going forward, let's keep Mufasa in mind. Face our own stuff bravely. Choose kindness over getting even. Never forget hope. Maybe we can all help build a better future, just like he did.